Perfect. So it's being recording right now. Let me also turn on the recording on Zoom here as well. How do you turn it on Zoom? Okay, so from here, record on this computer. All right, perfect. Welcome, welcome. So first order of business is going to be, we're going to do, let me just do this. Let me just bring up my browser here. All right, bring up my browser. So we're going to choose a date. From here, we're going to choose a total of 10 dates. We're going to go between 2018 and then we're going to go between, let's say, July 2020. We're only going to choose Sundays. Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak, everybody. Everyone wishing me Eid, happy Eid to you too. So we're going to get these dates here. We got 10 dates here. All right, so we got 10 dates here. We got January 2019, September 2019. We got January again. We got April 2020. We got February 2020. Let's do September 2019, right? Let's do that. September 2019. 29th September 2019. All right, so let's get this back over here. Let's do this. Go to data center, kind of like download GJ. Is there like another pair that you want to do? Okay, my birthday month. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's do with GJ. GJ is awesome. The more you practice one pair, the better you get at it. So I'm going to start with GJ because that's something we do. All right. So new simulation, starting with GPJPY, starting with what was it? 2019, September 29th, September 2019, and we got it in pounds. We're going to start with 5,000. It's going to be New York close. For people who are wondering, someone asked, what's the difference? What's the difference about the time on the chart? What's the difference? Oh, I have no idea. I just choose New York close because when I choose New York close, it's the same time on MT4 when I trade. So I just choose New York close. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna write the name over there. Simulation by Soft for FX. So the Gulag can probably just like Google this and you'll get your answer right there. Okay, so 29th September, pound, $5,000. New York close, this leverage, let's go with like 400. Spread is going to be real spread. Initial history on charts, 100 days. Awesome. So we're going to start simulation right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring up our charts over here. We're going to start with the weekly. And then we're going to add the daily, and then slowly we're going to keep adding the 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, and 15 minute. Okay. Let's open 15 minute, 30, this. Okay, perfect. Let's just change this here to naked, because naked charts, man. Clean charts will help you a lot. So I didn't trade Friday, so I guess I'm gonna take the ticks out that I didn't trade Friday to trade today. Markets open here on Saturday in Toronto. Markets open, so we're gonna try to trade the market here right now. But for those who think I'm being serious, it's a joke. I'm not being serious, man, before people start getting all emotional about it. All right. So first things first, right? When we look at the chart, oh, actually, like, you know what? So what we're going to do is we're going to trade the, all right, let me just move this thing over here too. I guess it's getting in the way here. Let me move this over here and let me change this color to blue. All right, blue color. And what we're going to do is, let me write down another text over here on like what we're going to be doing. Goal is going to be entries with confirmations. Entries with confirmations plus 10 to 12 pips. 10 to 12 pips with runners. Yeah, that's the goal here for today, right? So we're gonna look for entries with confirmations, and well, we're gonna try. And then what's gonna happen is that we're gonna try to secure 10, 12 pips, and then we're gonna try leaving the rest with runners open. So we're gonna see how well that goes, right? So it's written right down over there. How do you define confirmations, though? What's the plan? Yeah, that's what we're gonna look at, Pete. I mean, it hasn't really started yet. So, so that's what we're going to look at today. All right. So let's just keep all the questions to ourselves, until something really important comes up. But how do we define confirmations? Yeah, that's something we're going to look at right now. Okay, so let's go towards the New York, pre-New York here. Let me just go forward on the time. So if you look at the time, this 00 here is 5 p.m. Eastern, right? 5, then we go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And once you go to 1000 hours, right over here, this is 3 a.m. Eastern. 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. Eastern. We're at 6 a.m. Eastern right now. So this is the time, when you wake up, I go to the charts and I look what's going on, and then I'm like, okay, let's see. Let's take a look on the weekly here first, right? Previous weekly candle was bearish. This one is forming right now, and this one seems like it could go bearish, but it also has a top wick, it also has a bottom wick, nothing really to like, kind of like know what's going to happen within this day here. So first of all, let's take a look at the news here too, right? Let's see if we got any news. We have nothing happening here. So this is a Monday, 6 a.m. Eastern. Looking at the daily candles. Okay, let me just bring some stuff over here. Let me just bring up charts. Oh, not charts. Let me bring up line studies. Oh yeah, line studies right here. So daily looks like created a support, right? So before the support was formed, daily made a resistance here, and after that resistance was formed, daily candle came down and formed a support, and now it looks like it made a low. It may continue up to probably continue down. So we're gonna try to see what we can find on the 4-hour time frame here. Looking on the 4-hour, let me just, okay, that's fine. So looking on the 4-hour, we kind of like have a support down over here at what price is this? 132,580. And then we have some sort of a resistance forming right over here, right? This is at 133,228. Very simple stuff. The most simple stuff what we did is plotted out a support, plotted out a resistance. People who think support resistance don't work, we're going to see if it works or not. And then this 4-hour candle is kind of like, the previous one was bullish, had no wick on the top. So when candles have no wicks to the top, this basically means that there's no range for the next candle to go up. So when a candle has no range for the next candle to go up, that's like there's no, there's a 50-50 chance, right? 50-50 chance it's going to go up or it's going to come down. So we now look on the 1-hour time frame. Let me just clone these. So if you select these things, you'll see squares that come on the corners, right? After you see the squares, all you gotta do is hit clone, and then you're gonna see that they get plotted on the 1-hour time frame here as well. So let's just zoom in here on the 1-hour time frame. Let's just scale fix this a little bit so we can zoom in better. Move this to the side. Okay, so basically we have a support forming on the 1-hour. How do you move this? Okay, perfect, right here. We have support forming right over here, and after the support was formed, price kind of created some sort of a resistance right over here, right? So price basically broke above 132,740, came up, came down. So now this kind of closed bearish. So if this kind of closed bearish, there's a very high chance we may continue down here to kind of like retest this area and then continue moving bullish. So that's something that may be of importance, because look what's happening right over here, right? Price broke above this area. Now what we want is we want to do like a retest to continue up to retest this high and possibly continue up to this area here as well, right? Very simple. Now all we got to do is that we have to look for some sort of a confirmation to say that price is going to go up. Now, if you look on the higher time frame, right? Let's take a look on the higher time frame here real quick. If you look on the high time frame is like, okay, well, let's take a look at the daily. Daily is like, okay, well, we're in a downtrend, so we should continue down. That's fine. 4-hour is ranging, and this range is around like a 6-7 pip range based on the 1-hour. 1-hour does not look like a sell, so we're gonna look for like a confirmation of like some sort of a retest or whatever. Now let's go down to the 30-minute here too, right? Let's just clone this over to the 30-minute. Let's go to the 30-minute. This is what we have on the 30-minute time frame, man. 30-minute time frame looks way better, right? It looks way better. All we need is some sort of a move down and then a candle closing bullish so that we can take a buy and we can have a nice day. So that's something we're gonna wait for here now. So yeah, let's let's just wait for these candles to form because I mean we can't take a buy now because all candles are, they're bearish. So we want something to close in our direction first. So we're kind of like waiting at this point. Yeah, we're just waiting at this point right now. 1 hour still forming, 30 minutes still forming. Looking for buys. And I mean, if you measure this range, it's like a nice 22, 30 pip range. I mean, price can come up there. So let's just see what happens here. 30-minute candle is about to close. 30-minute candle has closed bearish. There's no confirmation for buys. We want a support formed or something to happen so we can take some buys. So let's just see what happens here. We might, yeah, see this candle is forming right now. The 15-minute candle just closed. 15-minute candles are creating some sort of a support here, but this candle is still open, right? So we gotta wait. We gotta wait a little bit. I mean, yeah, we gotta wait a little bit. Oh wow, look at that move, man. God damn. Let's take a look on the 1 hour here. 1 hour is coming down to this area. 30 minutes also coming down to this area. So we need some candle to form bullish. All right. Now, this is the point where we need some sort of retracement happening here. If we see some sort of a retracement happening here, then I think that's going to be a great idea to take some buys, right? Because now price is at the same level where we created a resistance right over here. So we need some sort of a confirmation of a support forming here. Because now this is, man, these are the money trades right here. I'm surprised that on the random date we chose, the setup came on where price broke this resistance, made a high. We need a support to be formed because now once we have a support formed, man, there's a 80% chance price is going to continue up to retest this high. And that's going to be the trade that I want to take. And that trade is in this range, and this range is around what? 28 pips. And then if we go further up towards this area, like 133, 220, that's like 46 pip range. So I think this could be a very, very good trade. We just have to wait for some sort of confirmation here now. Need to wait. We can't take a sell because we're at this previous area that broke down. We can't take a buy because candles are still bearish here. So kind of like waiting right now. 30-minute candle is kind of like rejecting. 15-minute candle. Oh, 15-minute candle broke the high over here. Right now, 15-minute candle broke the high over here. At this very, very strong resistance thing. So now basically, yeah. So someone mentioned low risk trade. I think this will be a good indication to take a low risk trade. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to start off by risking 2%. That's going to be my normal risk. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to open up a position with 0.5% risk, right? And the stop is going to be below the previous 15-minute candle, which is going to be around 10 pips. And then as price develops more on the 30-minute time frame and the 1 hour time frame, then we're going to continue on to add risk up to a total of 2%, right? So we're breaking down our risk. So we're using what we call dynamic risk. So probably going to 100 or 10. Is it 100 or 10? I think it's 10, right? Oh yeah, 10. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's just modify this stop, bring it down over here. Awesome. Perfect. Wow, look at this spread. Spread is like 1.6 pips. Okay. So the 30-minute candle is about to close in a few minutes over here. 29. Oh, wow, man. That thing went up fast. Quick time it went up. So, I mean, I wanted to add more positions, but man, that thing went up really fast. I wasn't really expecting that to move up that fast. So, probably gonna. All right, so let's just close this. Actually, yeah, we're gonna close this here, and we'll see if we can, because now the candle has closed with no wick on the top, right? When the candle closed with no wick, there's not a, there's that, like there's a less chance it's gonna continue moving up. So we're probably gonna wait here. Break even? No, I closed. We closed. Um, we're gonna see if we can get like a second entry here or whatever, because a new 1 hour candle is about to start in 2 minutes. See that retracement? We came up to tap that high. If you look on the 1 hour, we came up to tap this high, and now a support has been formed, right? If a support now let's think of this, right? If the support has been formed, and if this 1 hour candle closes bullish, right? What's the probability that with as we move into the New York Open, if you look on the time, this is going to be New York Open. What's the probability that price is going to come up towards 133, 230? 230, very high, very, very, very high probability. So this candle is about to close in 3, 2, 1, and perfect. All right, we got the candle close right over here, right? We got the candle close right over here. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to open up now this is our confirmation right over here, right? If you look on the 30-minute, the 30-minute candle closed like this. It closed with no wick at the bottom. The 30-minute candle is kind of like ranging. We look at the 15-minute. 15 minutes also like ranging. See the price action here is not good, you know, so I'm testing some things on the 1 hour time frames here. If you look on the 30-minute, 30-minute also the candle structure is very confusing, you know, it's not clean. But if you look on the 1 hour time frame, on the 1 hour, we do have a candle that closed bullish. We do have a candle that closed above this resistance. So basically, could take an entry right over here with the dynamic risk, you know, because we want to use 2% risk total. So what we're going to do is probably going to open up a 0.5 here. Let me just modify this here a little bit. Open up a 0.5 here, and as the candle starts retracing, we're going to keep the stop loss the same, and we're going to continue on adding risk up till we have a total of 2% risk, right? So, I mean, if this goes up, then it goes up, but if it comes down to do retracements, we're gonna keep them on, and we're gonna add risk because now we're targeting 133, 231, right? Price is coming down. Let's measure this stop loss. This is going to be like 12, 13. Let's do like 13, and we're going to place a buy. You know, so now we have total of 1% running. Price is going to continue, let's say, further down. Oh, wow, man, this is coming straight down. All right, someone has their mic unmuted. So we're going to do this. We're going to bring it down over here around like 7 pips. Bring it to like, let's do it like 8 pips. Buy. Okay, so now see, now if price hits stop loss, if price hits stop loss right now, we're not losing a big amount, you know? We're only losing like, let's say 2%, maybe like less than 2% because these entries are better entries. So yeah, so right now we have 2% running right now. But for this trade to work out, for this candle to go bullish, we need this candle to respect the low of this candle. Because if this low is respected, then that means price is going to make higher lows. And when price makes higher lows, it's going to create higher highs. So let's see what happens here. This 1 hour candle still open. Now, mind you, I'm not looking at the 30-minute. I'm not looking at the 15-minute. I don't care what those time frames are doing. I'm just looking at the 1 hour time frame. The only bias is based off the 1 hour time frame right over here. Of course, it takes a longer time, but you know that's something I'm working on to hold trades longer so that my gains can be even bigger. You know, so yeah, we're just waiting here. The 30-minute candle just closed, so we're going to take a look at that. 30-minute candle closed bullish, but man, price action looks ugly on the 30-minute. 15-minute also looks really, really ugly. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick to the 1 hour time frame right over here, and I'm going to just stick to this, and that's it. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 hour candle is also kind of like, you know, it's bearish, but the only confirmation we have is on the 1 hour. The 1 hour is still open. We're just waiting for the 1 hour candle. This 1 hour candle is about to close. Okay, this is going bullish now. If the 1 hour candle closes bullish, man, the next one is continuing to push bullish. So we're gonna wait and see what happens here. 1 hour candle is about to close in 2 minutes. We have 58 seconds, and there we go. 1 hour candle closed bullish. The 4 hour candle closed like a doji thing, but it also made a higher low. But if we only stay at the 1 hour candle, like look, 1 hour candle, so nice. You know, we got a low over here, closing above this area. We have a higher low. We don't have a higher high, but we have a higher low. You know, we're also rejecting this area here again. So now this is just a matter of time when price comes up over here, but it should be done in the next one or two. I'd say like 1 hour candle, or maybe two, but you know, it is what it is. So, you know, I'm not adding, add another 1%? No, no way. There's no reason to add another 1%. There's no reason. You have positions open, so just, we gotta stick with that, right? All right, let's look at the 30-minute candles. 30-minute candles are going bullish. 30-minute candle closed bullish. 1 hour candles continuing bullish. As we're moving up, maybe bring stops at break even on one position right over here. Maybe close this as well. Close like partials. Close. Let's say we close 75% here. Put stops at break even. Maybe put stops at break even on this one here as well. You know, the 21 pips. Maybe bring stops to break even. Close partials. You know, let's close 50%. And the other one, maybe bring the stops a little bit right over here too. Okay, perfect. So we have our profits secured and we have positions open running. And that's about it. So now we're waiting for price to, like, you know, this kind of about to close. So basically at this point you could just say, okay, you know what? We're just gonna, like, you know, walk around and do what we have to do and let the price do whatever it needs to do. Right? Price is moving up. I think at this point we should be coming up. If you look on the 4 hour, the 4 hour is pushing up as well. 1 hour is about to close. If 1 hour closing bullish, 10 a.m. I think it's going to continue moving. Look at the 30-minute, man. This is like Friday. This 30-minute is exactly like what we had on Friday. You know, so this 30-minute candle, this one should not break this low. Just like on Friday, we continued moving up, you know? So, yeah. We're almost 3 hours into this trade, but this trade was taken based on the 1 hour candle. You know, if this was taken based on the 1 hour candle, so you have to wait for the 1 hour candles to close. Right, as we're moving up, I think this is moving great. I think at this point we can secure some positions, maybe one over here, maybe secure this one as well, and let the other one run at break even, and probably, yeah, probably gonna let that run. So yeah, after this candle closes, we're gonna close the trade, and then we're gonna go to the next New York session. Where are you right now? Country, Canada. So yeah, after this candle closes, we're just gonna call it a day and be like, okay, it is what it is. Oh, okay, nice. All right, let's close this right over here. Perfect. So we risked around 2% to make 4%. You know, we close right here, and then price is just gonna maybe, like, you know, go up or jump down, whatever. So let's go towards the next New York open here. Oh wow, it's moving further up. Okay. Japan may declare state of emergency because of COVID-19. You know, that's awesome. That's awesome because then all the yen pairs are going to move up. All right. Ooh, wow, look at that rejection. Price came back down. Let's move towards the next New York open here. Pre-New York. Okay, so we go towards 3 a.m. So see how price is just ranging here? Price is just ranging in this range. I mean, it didn't really do anything important here. So 3 a.m., 4, 5, 6. This is 6 a.m. Eastern right over here, right? So we're at 6 a.m. Eastern. Um, let's go towards the weekly. Weekly is still bullish, whatever. Daily is still in that range, you know, which we saw. Daily still in that range. 4 hour is still in this range, but 4 hour. Now here's the thing, right? 4 hour is respecting this resistance more than it's respecting this support. And the reason why I say that is because if you look on the 4 hour came up to this resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, then rejected it. You know, this is the 5th time the 4 hour is at this resistance. So I don't know. Let's just see what happens here. I'm just thinking from the from the top of my head. So looking at the 1 hour, 1 hour is respecting this resistance here. We have a support created on the 1 hour down over here. So let me just remove all these boxes here. Remove this one and remove this one here as well, right? So basically, this is a 30 pip range, right? It's a 30 pip range. We're at this resistance. Let's take a look at news here. We have CAD, USD, USD CAD. Yeah, we have like no news here for the pound. How do you close partials on 3 positions and have 3 open? That's something you have to look at the software. Okay, so basically what we would want to see over here is we would want to see price break resistance. All right, let me just make this a little bit thinner, something much more nicer, right? Because now I'm making this zone based on this area and based on this area because it falls into it, this one, yeah, whatever, right? If price breaks resistance, we're coming up to this area right over here, right? If we get a break above, 133,200, we can continue up towards, 133,400, right? But if you get some confirmations of a break below here, then we can possibly continue down towards, 133,900 and ultimately to 132,770. So these are the zones that we have. We may come down into here. We may come down over here. Someone asked, what about the high on that to the left? This high over here or this high over here, this high, there are so many highs, so just if I'm going to think about some high on the left or the right, I'm going to mention it if that's going to be important. If I don't mention it, then it's obviously not important because I'm looking at this fresh area. Guys, listen to my words, right? Listen to my words. This is the resistance formed, so we want this area to break. If this area breaks, then the next form of resistance is right over here, right? So we're expecting the volume in New York Open to push price to up over here. That's it. That's the only thing I'm looking at. That's the only thing I'm worried about. So let's see what happens here. Let's take a look on the 30-minute here as well. All right, let me just make this zone a little bit better here. Let's look at the 30-minute here. So 30-minute is creating. All right, let me just pause this. And okay, so this is the resistance on the 30-minute right over here. And the 30-minute is creating a support down over here, right? And then this is the support on the 1 hour candle right down over here. So we're only focusing on the very specific recent areas and that's it. Even though it's not what we're focusing on, but normally price is creating ascending triangle. I have no idea what ascending triangle is. So yeah, so see the 30-minute candle, it respected that resistance. It didn't close above that resistance. So this candle is still forming now. This candle is about to close and we're still respecting that resistance there. We're getting a candle close in 3, 2, 1. All right. So candle has closed bullish, right? Candle has closed bullish under resistance. All right. Someone asked the question. Do you think Euro CHF will break the resistance this coming week? This is why the simulations are not done for the gulag because of those dumbass questions. Like we're doing a simulation. We're not worried about what Euro CHF is doing. I mean, come on, man. Wow, it's crazy. Okay, so 1 hour candle. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. 1 hour is formed like this. 1 hour has basically created a very tight zone over here. If you look at the zone, this is a very tight zone formed right over here, right? This is support formed here. If we break the support, yeah, exactly. It created a new support, a new resistance. So whenever price is like trending tightly, it may break off viciously. So at this point, now we're looking at two things, right? So since we're moving into a high volume time right now, we're moving into the pre-New York session, we may want to see price break above this area, maybe break above this wick to continue up, or maybe break below this area to continue down. If price breaks below this area here, you could get an impulse entry for sells and have like stops above the wick of the previous candle, or if we break above this wick, yeah, see, so now here's the thing about impulse entries, right? Since this candle's body now, a lot of guys are going to get confused, but this is something I've been looking on like for the past 2 3 months, right? About impulse entries. If this candle has a smaller wick, an impulse entry is going to be better because the wick is smaller. The candle doesn't have to do a lot of work to break it. Over here, the impulse entry is going to be harder because the wick is longer here, right? So price will have to move all these pips to break the high and then continue up to give you some sort of confirmation. But here the wick is smaller, so price will only need to break maybe like 1 pip for you to say, okay, you know what, this is going to be a good impulse entry. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's yeah, okay. Someone said it makes sense. Okay, perfect, making sense here. So probably gonna let's put a like a sell stop here, and we'll just wait. We'll just see if it comes down or it goes up. We'll just wait and see what happens here. So we're moving in. Ooh, we're almost about to break the high. Almost about to break the high over there. Are we gonna break it? Oh, we didn't break it. We didn't break that high. See, now we didn't break that high. This 1 hour candle did not break that high over there. So if this 1 hour candle closes in this range, we got like 30 minutes, then it's going to start ranging. But if this 1 hour candle breaks the low over here, then it's going to go down because it didn't break the high. You know, so just kind of like waiting right over here. Oh, uh-oh, we're breaking the low over here. So this is where it sells, you know. Oh wow, it's going to be like 18 pips, man. So let's use a smaller risk over here. Let's yeah, we're gonna use a smaller risk right over here. See, 1.5. I'm not using a full 2 because the stop loss is bigger. Couldn't you say that we also have price exhausting at the top? Yeah, yeah, exactly, right? Like it's because it's respecting that resistance. So exhausting, respecting resistance is the same thing. You know, so this is an impulse entry. The target is probably going to be like down over here, you know, like 132, 900, and I mean, yeah, that's about it. And then we're going to leave a runner running, and if the runner runs, that's perfect. So, all right, let's monitor this trade. So we're going to see if we can get a like another entry or not. Um, the 15-minute candle is about to close. Oh, damn. Okay, it's moving down fast now. All right, it's coming down to this area now where we should be closing partial positions over here. Close partial, put stops at break even. And yeah, let the rest run. So stops are at break even now, and we're just gonna let it run over here. See what happens. You know, we got 10 minutes left for this candle to close. Let's look at the 30-minute. 30-minute candles came straight down. 4-hour candle is now also coming down. If the 4-hour candle breaks the low of the previous one, which it did, oh, okay, so it's coming down over here now. 132, 730. Oh, I guess it's, wait, what's happening over here? In live market, would you take this trade? Yes, I would take this trade. It's too late to enter now. Way too late to enter now. Wow, man, this thing is running hard over here. We're up 38 pips. Damn. So probably gonna bring stop a little bit right down, right above the 30-minute candle that it's just dying here. Yeah, that's it. I mean, this was the trade. Was this 2019? Was this when Theresa May was being sacked out of the office? What? 50 pips? Okay, let's look at the daily. The daily candle is approaching a support right over here. Take off more partials. No, it's okay. We're gonna leave them on. Yeah, daily candle is reaching the support. It's rejecting support. We're running at 44 pips over here. I think at this point we could close like another 50% right here and leave the rest running. It's what 9 a.m. right now. Um, if we break the daily low, we're gone. Yeah, so this is a very strong support. Extremely strong support, this one right over here. With this trade, is there a way to enter on the sharp drop? Yeah, we did enter. Someone said I have a problem letting runners run. Just let them run. I mean, there's no problem. I mean, I have a runner running. I've taken partials off, and now we're just letting it run. And the daily support is breaking now. I guess we're going to come down to fill this wick here, 132, 315. Wow, this is like GG on Friday going up, but this is going down the opposite way. I guess at this point we're gonna close the entire position right over here if it comes down here again. Yeah, 4-hour candle is just dropping. It's just dropping very strong. This is crazy movement. I think this was actually Theresa May. So yeah, I guess we're gonna close everything. Yeah, probably gonna close everything here. Let's take a look on the weekly. Oh, weekly candle is bearish as well. See, so now here's the thing. Weekly candle is bearish, and weekly candle is coming down to fill this wick. Now notice how the entry is on the weekly candle when it was bullish. That was on the smaller time frames we identified that area. So probably gonna close everything right over here, and yeah, that's it. Close this, got 70 pips. We're up 7% in 2 days. Wow, it's crazy. Thank. Oh shit, man. This thing dropped 30 pips more. God damn. What's going on over here? It gapped down even more. Wow, crazy. Holy, this thing just keeps on going. It dropped 58 more pips. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. This is where my analysis goes out the window. I mean, expected weekly to drop down, but on Tuesday, this drop, man, unreal. Look at that daily candle. It came down, straight down. Wow, crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so let's go to our next New York session here. Oh, look at that retracement, man. Dangers. All right, so we are at 3 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m., 3, 4, 5, ho, ho, 6. This is 6 a.m. Eastern right over here, right? 6 a.m. Eastern, we wake up the next morning, we see that price made a low right over here, price went up, created resistance, came down to retest this low, just crazy movement on GJ, man. Crazy, crazy movement. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove all these zones here, delete all selected. We're going to go to the 4-hour time frame, and we're going to do our reanalysis over here. So looking at the daily candle seems like it's coming down. We got this area here where daily candle may come down to, but whatever, it's all speculation. Daily candle basically broke the support. It should ideally come up to retest this resistance and then continue down, but let's see what we can see on the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour, we made a support here. You see the support, right? The support. We made the support. We broke the support, came down. Now it may retrace up, but we're not really sure. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. The 1-hour is looking pretty crazy. So we have a support here on the 1-hour time frame. It seems like this candle closed with no wick on the top. It may or may not continue up or down. And then we have this support formed here earlier. So price closed right at this area right here, right? We have another resistance forming right over here. So now we have two ranges, right? One range we have between 131,600 and 131,800, which is like 20 pips. The second range we have between 131,800 and 132,180, which is like 37 pips big. So let's clone these areas on the 30-minute chart, and yeah, let's see what we can find on the 30-minute chart. Looking at the 30-minute chart, okay, yeah, we're creating that area here. I mean, if we at this stage, I want to take a buy, but the candle closed with no wick on the top, so I mean, it tells me that there's no range for a next candle to go up, so probably just gonna wait for some confirmation here, right? But if we stay below this area, then it's just gonna range in this little range over here. But if we do close above, 131,800, then we can continue up towards that area. So we're probably gonna wait. The 15-minute candle just closed. Oh, 15-minute candle broke the high over here. Okay. Yeah, see, so this one, this this trade, I want to take a buy, but at the same time, the 30-minute candle is still open, and it looks like the 30-minute candle is going up, but the 15-minute candle broke the high over here. It seems like it's going to be risky, but you know what I'm going to do? We're probably going to go like with a lower risk over here. With a lower risk, it broke the high over here, so it means it should continue moving up. So that's why I'm using a lower risk with like a 13 pip stop. Yeah, 13 pip stop. So we're using a lower risk. We have clean candles here. There's a high probability for price to continue moving up. So yeah, if that happens, That's awesome. Let's take a look at our pips over. Oh, we're at 13 for 18 pips right here. Perfect. So we're going to close this trade. We got 18 pips. It's a lower risk as well. So probably going to close this, and that's it. Because, like, we're approaching this rejection area here to the left hand side, so we got to be very careful. So this is one trade we took. This trade took like what, 2 minutes? Look at the time, 2-3 minutes. Impulse entry. This was an impulse entry. 30-minute candle has closed bullish. We can't take a buy anymore because there's not enough range now. There's very less range. So now, yeah, probably that was a trade. I mean, ideally, price broke above this area, right? So this was a support formed, and this candle broke above it. If we form a support here, I think we can continue moving up. But if we break below this area, then maybe this move up becomes a fake out, and then price may continue moving down. How about buying during the retracement? No, because because we already took a buy, right? So now we want to take a buy. If you really want to take a buy, you want to take a buy at like some sort of a confirmation here. So right now, there's basically nothing. What was the explanation behind the impulse entry? I think you need to rewatch the video here. You need to rewatch the webinar. All right, the candle's about to close. The candle closed like this, man. There's no entry here. This is just like, what's going on here? Nothing, right? So we had that one trade. See this 15-minute candle. 15-minute candle also closed at that area. Nothing. 30-minute candle closed here with no wick at the bottom. This means there's no range for the next candle to go down. So yeah, we just kind of like, oh wow, look at that. It's coming back down. So if it closes back in this range, then we can continue down. But if it closes back above the range, then I guess we can continue moving up. Can we see hourly? Yeah, the hourly, this is what it looks like, the hourly candle. So the 30-minute candle is about to close in 2-3 minutes over here. Let's take a look on the 30-minute here. 30 minutes closing in 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 30-minute candle closed bullish. 30-minute candle closed at that support, and I think this is a second entry. Yeah, exactly. This is a second entry here I mean, for buys. I mean, we have a support forming here. This candle broke support. Now we're trying to tell a story, right? This candle kind of like ranged here. This candle came up to this support, but it had no confirmation. Then this candle broke above that support. This is where we took the buy. Then this candle came down to do a retest at that broken support. And now we have a confirmation. This 30-minute candle is the confirmation for price to continue going up. If you want to wait for the high to be broken, then your stop is going to be bigger. If you're not waiting for the high, and if you're trusting that this confirmation is enough, then your stop is going to be low. Very simple. So now we're going to go on. So we already used 0.5% risk, right? So now we're going to use our full 2% risk because, like we're up for the week, so we can use our gains in this trade here. Fake out to the down, I've seen when a fake out, we bust up to the opposite way. Yes, so our stop is going to be around, like 10 pips, put our like 10 pip stop, take a buy over here, and yeah. So for this 30-minute candle to continue up, it needs to respect the low over here and continue moving bullish. So I guess it's just making a liquidity wick here. Hopefully it doesn't embarrass me here in front of everybody. And actually, you know what? Let me just move the stop loss a little bit lower. Because now here's the thing. I have the stop loss. This is a mistake I was making which no one pointed out. Yeah, I had the stop right at that wick. If this candle even comes closer here, the spread is going to take me out, right? So it makes no sense. So probably going to bring it down over here so that it's safe from the spread. A lot of people get taken out by the spread, man. All right, perfect. We're coming up. We broke the high, right? Look, we broke the high on the 30-minute candle now, right? Once we broke the high and we respected the low, just like we did in the sell we took right over here, right? This is the sell we took right here. Let me show you. This is the sell we took right over here, the impulsive sell, right? Price didn't break the high. It broke the low, so high probability of price to moving down. you know. And now we look on the, now see on the 1 hour we have no confirmation, but on the 30-minute we have confirmation. So we look at all the time frames, right? We look at all the time frames basically. So the 30-minute respected the low, it broke the high, so now high probability to continue going up. You know, as we're moving into, what's this, 15 pips, we move into 15 pips, we're going to close partial positions here. Let's close 75% right here, put stops at break even, and yeah, let it run. Can we call this wick fill on 1 hour? Yes. So now see, we have reached this area here, resistance. So probably going to close some more partials over here, 75%. And that's it. That's our trade for today. If it goes on higher, if we get a close above 132, 160, then we're going to continue on towards, you know, 132, 500 up over here. So we got 4 minutes left. If you look at the time here, 4 minutes left for NY Open. And now look where the candle closed. The candle closed below this area, right? It doesn't mean we're going to break this area, you know, even though this is New York Open, doesn't mean we're going to break this area, you know, because this is resistance. And now, you know, like, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we just have one position open and that's about it. I've never seen this dude use a pattern before, just support resistance. Yeah, that's it. There's no complications. It's just, you just gotta wait for the confirmation on the 30-minute and 1 hour, and you gotta use all that information. So yeah, so this trade was done before the NY Open, and yeah, that's about it. So let's go to the, let's see if we do go up or not. Oh wow, okay. Basically we came down. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. Yeah, we didn't even take a look on the 4 hour. We just focused on the 30-minute and the 1 hour, what they were telling us basically. So, oh, okay, yeah, it's just ranging now. So let's go towards the next New York session here. Wow, look at that range, crazy. So, see this right here? See this? This is where people get fucked, right here. This is when the stream is over and you're looking at the charts and you're trying to find a trade. And price is just ranging. Look at this 30-minute, 15-minute. Price is just ranging. You're just dying over here. Nothing. Nothing at all. Look at the time. You know, now we're moving to market close, Asian session. Look at these small candles. Nothing. You know, so it's very important to follow the plan. So we're going to move towards, this is 4 a.m., 5, 6 a.m. We are back at 6 a.m. Eastern. And what we find over here is that we are approaching a support, right? If we look on the 4 hour time frame, oh wow, man, look at that. 4 hour candles can continue on moving downtown. Oh, I can't zoom in a little bit more. Let's see here. All right, yeah, okay, so let's take a look on the weekly here first, right? Weekly candle is pretty bearish. Daily candle is bearish as well. We can continue down over here to 131, right? So we're going to take a look at that. If we look on the 4 hour, 4 hour is creating some sort of a support. Okay, so here's the thing about the 4 hour. The 4 hour made support right here. This 4 hour closed bearish. This reversed here, right? So this support is important because, you know, 4 hour came down bearish and one reversed. It came down bearish again and then reversed. Now this 4 hour candle came all the way down towards 131,600 and then it rejected it, right? Really, really, really important. It rejected it. This 4 hour candle is still open right now and it's in the same area. So we don't know whether this will reject it or it will close below it. So I mean, if this was a 30-minute time frame, I would say that, hey, I think we need to wait for the 30-minute candle to close below the support to take some sells, you know, because it's still open. You get what I'm saying? Because at one point, this 4 hour candle was really bearish, right? That 4 hour candle kind of like looked like this. That 4 hour candle, it looked like this at one point, right? And then what happened? What happened after that was boom, retracement. So we got to wait for that candle. What's this? The good thing is when you control your emotions during the time where price is ranging, you don't have to take a trade. Oh yeah, exactly. So let's take a look on the 1 hour here now. 1 hour candle. Oh man, this is such a tricky area here. Let's take a look on the 30 minute. 30 minute is also at that support. If we get a candle breaking below this area, we are gonna go downtown. Downtown. Let's just remove this rectangle here. All right, let's remove that here. Okay, perfect. Let's just take this area and bring this zone right around over here. We're kind of like ranging. Oh, we're in a 34 pip range. Oh, hold on. My earphones are dying here. Let me put this on charge. Okay, awesome. So this is a 30 pip range. All right, let's see what happens here. We need this candle to close below this area so we can take like a good sell, my man. See this 1 hour, 1 hour needs to close below this area. Some candle has to close below that area. Look at the 15 minute. 15 minute is just doing wagwan things. Oh wow, look at that 30 minute candle, man, going up, rejecting the area. The thing is now this range is a big enough range to take a trade, right? If this range was let's say 20 pips, then I would say it's going to be a very hard range to take a trade in. But if this range, I mean, if we get a rejection from it, now I know I'm trying to force a trade, but it's also Thursday, right? Thursday are like high volume days. I know I'm trying to force a trade, but this is a bigger range right over here. So in a bigger range, you can get like 10, 15 pips, whatever. So we're gonna wait for this candle to close. All right, 30-minute candle has closed bullish. What the minimum range would trade the 30 minute? 30 pips, 30 to 40 pips, right? So look at this now. This candle closed bullish, right? So there's a very high probability that the next candle can continue up. Now we have a range of 25 pips. So in this 25 pips, we can easily get around, let's say, 10 pips, 15 pips. So stop is going to be around, 12 pips. So since we're trading in the range, maybe want to use like a smaller stop loss, right? Let's take a buy here. Um, let's just modify the stop loss here, right? So I've reduced my risk. So for 20 pip range, you would never consider trading that range? No, it's 20 pips. I won't, right? All right, so this candle is coming down here. Let's take a look. Oh, 15 minutes. Take a look at this. The 15-minute candle broke the low of the previous 15-minute candle. This says that there's a very high probability that the candle can continue down to this low. So at this point, I'm going to close partial positions right here, close 50%, and let the 50% run. Why? Because we're keeping our risk small. Now if price would have hit our stop loss, so let's say we had a 0.5 open. If price would have hit our stop, we would have lost around $75. $75. But now since we removed some risk, now instead of losing $75, we may only lose $50, So we really reduced our risk at this point. Oh god damn, man, look at that candle coming straight down. Wow, no mercy. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. 15-minute candles, whatever. So now here's the thing about closing a partial position. Oh, okay, we got stopped out. Whatever. Stupid. So yeah, 1 hour candle broke the low here. Now, here's the thing. This is something I looked at a lot. The 1 hour candle broke the low in the first 5 minutes, right? Whenever a candle is breaking a low or breaking the high in the first 5 or 10 minutes, there's a very high probability it's gonna make a top wick before continuing down, if it's gonna continue moving down, right? So, I mean, if someone would want to take a sell here, I would say wait for it to even like make a top wick, because it's only been like what, 7 minutes since this 1 hour candle opened. So you gotta wait a little bit here. So yeah, man. Oh wow, it's breaking the 30-minute high here as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here, man. It's breaking the 30-minute high as well. Um, yeah, goat shit range over here. So we're probably just gonna wait for this 30-minute candle to close. Wow, look at that. Now retracing. So let's look on the 1 hour here. Let's look on the 4 hour. 4 hours. Can I be crazy and maybe mention that maybe if this 4-hour is rejecting support, it may break this minor resistance. You guys remember when I was talking about how if price is going to respect the higher time frame support or a higher time frame resistance, it's going to break the lower time frame, resistance or the lower time frame support respectively. I mean, if you remember that, I think that's something maybe of importance here, but let's just see. Let's just see how this candle closes here. We got 20 minutes left. The 1-hour candle is closing bullish. So here's the thing. We've been ranging for a very, so now this is, I'm just thinking out loud right now. Okay, this is pause. I'm thinking out loud right now. The candles are just ranging. They've been ranging since yesterday. We're ranging for about, 24 hours, 25 hours we're ranging. And if we do respect the support, we may break up, but I don't know. Gotta wait for this candle to close. We're closing in 3, 2, 1. All right, we got a candle closing. 1-hour candle has closed bullish. We're moving into New York Open, and just by looking at New York Open, I think there's a higher probability that price may continue moving up towards, like maybe 132, 160 because this is the New York Open right now. And we didn't have volume. Okay, let's take a look at yesterday. We had no volume. Asian session, we had no volume. If you look at the time at the bottom, we moved into London session. London session had no volume. We moved into New York Open. New York Open had no volume. So I think we could give this a second try on the buys here. It's going to be like another low risk over here. Let's take a look on the 30-minute, 1 hour. Yeah, it's going to be a little bigger here. So let's put it at like 20. This is our second chance giving to this trade here. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, if the 4-hour is respecting this low and the 1-hour is rejecting with the support, then I guess the 4-hour should break the high over here. So yeah, let's see what happens here. I think our risk is controlled. We're up like 10% here, so it's all good. We're moving up now. We're up at like, 7 pips, 6 pips. It's kind of 7, 8, yeah, 12, 13. I think at like 13 pips, probably gonna close 50%. Maybe put stops at break even here. Yeah, that's it. Put stops at break even. I'd place just be in case it goes wrong. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why I put stops at break even here. We're moving up towards 132, 160. I think at this point we could secure some more positions here too. Just gotta wait for it to come up a little bit. Okay, perfect. So we're coming up to this area here. Ooh, wow, 41 pips. Close partials here. Let's close another 50% right here. And yeah, let the rest run. Should break though, I have no idea if it breaks or not. If it breaks, awesome. If it doesn't, then we get stopped out at break even, right? So oh wow, the 4-hour has broken the high over here. Looks like the 4-hour is going to come up towards 132, 380. 132, 380. Nice. And now the 1-hour is approaching this high consolidation area right here. I think this is the area where we need to close everything here. Oh, okay, right there. Probably gonna close everything right over here. 72 pips, man. This 1-hour candle is 75 pip big. Damn. All right. Yeah, yeah, that's a big payday over here. We made around $600 for the week. Risking like 1%, 2%, 1%, 2% risk. That's it. Made around like 12%. We're coming up to this area here where we are now. So this was the area where price kind of like consolidated. So if price consolidated here, this is like a big level of rejection. Only big news may break this area up, but whatever happens, happens, right? Yeah, even on the 30 minute here, we're approaching that area. Oh wow, look at that rejection. Um, so higher time frame, look for the trend. Mid time frame, look for pattern. And lower time frame, look for entry. Yeah, medium time frame, look for confirmation. I don't think any pattern I talked about. When you are trading live, do you also adjust your risk based on probability of your setup? Yes. What kind of system do you operate when it comes to that? Um, So someone asked the question, what kind of a system do you follow in determining your risk? It's what we discussed over here. I think you'll need to watch some parts of the risk management like 3, 4 times to really understand that. Risk is very personal, very, very personal. Risk is based on how you feel, how confident you are, what type of setup it is, like if the trend is really strong or not, if like risk is very, very personal. The first thing is you should be able to execute and you should be able to let positions run. So we're going to move into Friday now, and let's see what we can do on Friday. Now, usually Fridays are no trading days. Oh, wow, look at that rejection there. Usually Fridays are no trading days, but since this is simulation, we're going to see if we can trade on Friday or not. This is 3 a.m., 4, 5, and 6 a.m. Eastern. Is this NFP? Let's take a look here. This is NFP. Yes, sir. This is NFP. I think this is going to be very interesting to see what happens here. So, yeah, let's just wait. NFP, NFP, and we are at that same support as we were on Thursday. The same support as we were on Thursday. The 4 hours is at the same support. The daily is at the same level. Weekly is bearish. So yeah, man, we just have to wait now. Let's take a look on the 30 minute. 30 minute is creating a support. Let me just do scale fix. This is why I don't use MetaTrader on my live streams, because you got to use scale fix and you can't really, no, man, it doesn't work. So we got a resistance up over here, and we got candles creating a support down at this level. They're kind of like also like ranging here as well. It's like a very dirty range. Now, when I'm drawing this range, I'm not taking into account this area here, or yeah, I'm not taking account this area here because this is my recent areas here. Resistance, resistance. So that's all what matters basically. So let's just wait and see. Yeah, we'll try to do full margin here, since it's the last trade, it's Friday anyway, so, simulations are always fun, so we're going to try to full margin here. Let's see what we can do. Price is ranging. If we get a break above, then obviously we're going to continue moving up. Very, very easy trade. Now, this is a 16 pip range. It's not enough, so we want to break above this area for a bigger range, probably go up there, but yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's bring this down over here. And if we do break below, how low can you go? If we break below, how low? So I think price can continue down towards 131.200 if we break below 131.200. I think that's going to be a good target if we break below. I'm probably going to fill these wicks here too, so yeah, we'll see what happens. So if we go to 1 hour, if we look left, okay. So if you look left, yeah, I guess that's going to be a nice area. We can't look a lot left, so we're going to keep it where it is right now, and we're going to try to aim for like 10, 15 pips. All right, so let's play this. Yeah, when our candle's just forming right now. When do you know it's time? When do you know it's the time to move stop loss to secure more pips? Whenever you feel comfortable. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. We're breaking the low on the 1 hour candle, right? But we're still respecting the support. We are still respecting that support. The 30-minute candle has closed. We look at the 30-minute candle, it's still closing bearish. Now look, the 30-minute candle closed bearish, but it closed above that support. There's no confirmation right now. There's no confirmation right now. So we're just waiting. Oh wow, look at that. We're breaking the low on the 30-minute as well. This candle is about to close in 3 to 1. Okay, this candle has closed bearish. 1 hour candle has also closed below that area over there. It also closed at like a support. 4 hour candle is also bearish. I would think the daily candle is also bearish over here. I would say daily candle can come down to fill this wick around 15, 16 pips away. I would want to bet on this trade. Yeah, I think I could bet on this trade. Looking at the 15-minute, Looking at the 30-minute, again, if we can keep a stop above the 30-minute candle, like around 5 pips, let's risk like, so we're up like 12%, right? We're up like 12%. Let's risk what? 10%? Yeah, let's risk 10% here. This is for shits and giggles, right? Hopefully no one uses 10% in their live environment here. So what, 6 pip stop? We're going to use a 6 pip stop and we're going to take a sell. It's, well, if it's going to fly, then we have a stop loss here, right? It needs to respect this high to continue moving down. So we're going to close at like 10, 12 pips if it goes down. And yeah, that's it. So we're moving to, okay, 13 pips. Okay, we'll take 13 pips, maybe close 90% right here. Put stops at break even, and that's it. Oh, looks like it's moving further down. Okay. Well, good thing is we secured positions. Oh, wow, man. Would have made double. Damn, 13 pips. Made more in one day than the whole simulation, yeah. God damn, look at that move. Wow, crazy. It's not even NFP at this point. Oh, wow, GJ. GJ does not care for human life, man. So see, this trade was taken based off the 30-minute candle, and then the stop was kept above the 30-minute candle. When we went in profits, I just secured. Just secure all day long. Not holding, no praying, just secure, secure, secure. Look at that move. Now this is, oh, this is the next 30-minute candle. Wow, man, that candle closed way back in the range. So now if the 1-hour candle closes back in the range, I think we're going to continue moving up. So we got to wait for this 1-hour candle to close. Can that be a fake out? Yeah, so we're waiting for the candle to close here, the 1-hour candle. It's about to close. Let's forward it. All right, it's closed like this. If we do take a buy, the stop is going to be too big here, right? And also this is NFP. There's a range right over here. And NFP, we don't know what's going to happen. So we got to wait. I'm sure there was a good idea on the lower time frame for a sell. No, the confirmation we had was on a 30-minute time frame. So this is NFP time. NFP is going to be here in 20 minutes. In 15 minutes now. Oh wow, look at that. We're breaking down. Breaking down. 15-minute is also respecting this area right over here. Look at that. We're respecting that area right over there. We're respecting that. Yo, sir, I respect that. Oh, look at that, man. All right, NFP is coming up in 9 minutes here. NFP is coming up in 5 minutes here now. All right, 3. Wow, look at that. Just moving. Just moving. All right, let's just slow this down a little bit, right? All right, let's just fast it up and slow it down. All right, this is NFP right now. This is in slow motion. This is NFP in slow motion here, right? If you look at this, this is NFP in slow motion. Have you seen NFP in slow motion before? I haven't. This is the first time I'm looking at it in slow motion. Only 2 seconds after. Look at the spread. Look at the spread here. 7 pips. 10 pips spread. Look at the spread. This is why you don't trade news, because when the spreads are high, man, it's expensive to trade. Because look at that spread. 7 pips. Wow, look at that. 5 pips, 7 pips. And look at the way it's moving. 8 pips. Yeah, someone said that we should email the simulator thing, and yeah, I guess we can ask them for a withdrawal. Hey, where's my withdrawal? Look at that spread. 6 pips, 5 pips, 7 pips. Like, what can you do here? Nothing. Spread is still high. First 8 seconds, 7 seconds. And you can't trade. Really high spread, 6 pips. Let's forward this a little bit more. Now the spread is a little normalizing, but still high, 4 pips, 5 pips. Way too hard. Way too hard to trade NFP. See, now the spread is like normal. There's no trade here now. There's nothing. This is the NFP time, so we got a forward 115-minute candle. And see, this is where the 15-minute candle now closed. Went up and came back down. If we go to next 15-minute, oh wow, look at that. It went straight up. broke resistance. Oh shit, the next one just dropped, man. Oh wow. Yeah, exactly. This someone said, "What the fuck?" This is what happens, man. This is Friday, man. This is Freaky Friday right here for you. This is why on Fridays I just stay far, far away from the market. I don't care what the market says. I just stay far away from it because man, Fridays the market can rob you blind. Yeah, Freaky Friday, man. No way. I'm staying away. Let's take a look at the next 15-minute candle. All right, we're breaking down. We're coming down. Oh wow, look at that rejection. Damn. Now we're continuing up. That's it. Ranging. Wow, crazy, crazy, crazy. When your confirmation was on the 30-minute and you waited for the close of 1 hour to check your fake out, does it increase probability of not being a fake out? Sometimes it does. So basically, in this simulation, we went over like zones. We went over some confirmation entries, and we also went over a little bit on impulse entries, right? So what we're going to do is probably, so yeah, so the recording is going to be up in the database in about like 2-3 hours, so you can watch that recording on YouTube. The recording is going to be on YouTube till Sunday. After Sunday, the recording is going to be taken off from YouTube. I'm also going to do a trade breakdown, the trades I took in the last 2 weeks that brought my account up to, like I think the last 2 weeks were pretty good weeks. So we're probably going to do a trade breakdown tomorrow as well. What's this? If you have a clear setup on Fridays like yesterday, would you enter with the low risk? Yeah, maybe with the low risk. So thank you everyone who showed up. I really appreciate everyone took the time to show up and probably like learn something. Thank you for all the haters on the YouTube who came up to learn something as well. Hopefully we all can do better in the next month, next week. So yeah, man, everyone have a great weekend, and let's have a killer week next week, man. We're gonna fucking smash it. Take care, everybody.